The blank of trees in East Africa has caused the number of native antelopes to blank sharply because they can live only where the forest is most dense. To blanker, we might say, well, what goes into the first blank versus what goes into the second blank? And you'll see that we don't know exactly what goes into the first blank because the clue, if we could find one, would be underneath this blank, right? If we knew whether the antelope population increased sharply or decreased sharply, that would tell us whether the trees themselves increased or decreased, right? Because we know, the one thing we do know is that the number of antelopes is going to depend on the number of trees because they live only where the forest is most dense. So if the trees go up, right, the increasing of trees, so to speak, it's going to lead to the increase in the antelopes, or the decreasing of trees will lead to decreasing in the antelopes. Now, I'm leaning towards decrease in both cases just because it makes sense to say that they decreased sharply, and you think about trees in East Africa likely to be cut down a lot. But, it could be both. It could be increase or decrease. The point is, this is a two-blanker where the blanks have a same relationship. So we need to have words that show that same direction relationship. A, planting and decline. So be very careful. A lot of people might pick A just because they say, oh, the planting of trees. Yeah, that works. But be very careful, because why would the planting of trees cause the antelopes to decline when more trees would presumably give them more space for habitat, which would presumably lead to an increase in antelopes? So this is actually not right. And notice these two have an opposite relationship with respect to the blanks. Destruction and grow. Again, an opposite relationship. The destruction of trees would cause the number of antelopes to grow. No, destruction of trees would cause the number of antelopes to decline because there is that link between the number of trees and the antelopes. C, felling and decrease. Well, felling of trees means cutting them down. So would the cutting down of trees lead to a decrease in the population? Yes. Here is our same relationship. This was opposite. This was opposite. Here is our same relationship because it shows that as we cut down trees, as we fell them, the number of antelopes will decline or decrease because of this reason. Abundance and dip, again, opposite relationship. Protection and drop, again, opposite relationship. So the only one that has the same relationship that shows as you get rid of the trees, the population decreases is going to be choice C.